the first thing I kind of saw, I kind of started looking all over the place, was that there's like board games. You can play board games with your friends while you're, talking or you're just bored. So, like how many of you played with Roly Polies when you were a child? You know those toys that kind of swing side to side but never fall down? Have you ever played with Roly Polies? Yes? Yeah. So I wrote a poem about one from like a Toy Story kind of perspective, from the perspective of the toy. So that's going to be my first poem for tonight. I have 3. Roly Poly, I never reach the ground. Rock bottom, you don't know me. I'm a fish I float around. Every day swimming in the shallow water, dreaming of the big blue sky. I'm a toy made out of wood. I touch the water, I lose part of my sight. I like getting pushed around, I just don't like how you do it. Roly Poly, I reach the ground, and you're the only one that can get me to it. My head rests on a table, sometimes a sidewalk. My grains of sand rush to my head. Instead of swinging like a joyous kid, I think about how you're shaking me instead. Roly Poly, I'm a joy to be surrounded by. You see me smile once, then you mimic me swinging side to side. I see the world through your eyes, they're color blue, 180 degrees at a time. And then when you're done, I return to a box. I work around the clock. Everything stays the same, even my painted smile. So that was my first poem, Roly Poly. So my next poem is called Time Will Tell. And this one's a much nicer poem, I think. It's not as sad as this one. So here it is. Time will tell if I fall in love with your heart or the stars up above. I found myself in between the trees, our world really is free. Time will tell if we meet again as strangers, lovers, or just friends. Will I see you at some grand event or walking down a street hand in hand? I know it sounds bizarre that I'm thinking this far, but darling, my eyes have been set on you forever. I don't want to start all over, but you're my 4-leaf clover. I know wise words say never, say never. And Justin Bieber too. Time will tell if the storm I created has passed, or if our situation's still under the weather. But whatever it may be that's keeping us apart, I know we'll get through it together.